We saw Chivido part one last year. We saw the fashion, we saw the celebrity performances, we saw the love, we saw the luxury. And now part two is happening next month in Miami. And my prediction is I don't think it's going to be a affair. I think it's going to be a wedding weekend with multiple events. For part one, we saw everything on the media. For part two, what did they decide to have? An unplugged ceremony. So no social media posts, no phones, nothing. Hello, welcome to Lantano's Weddings. This is a wedding channel where we have wedding conversations. If you haven't subscribed, now would be the perfect time to hit the subscribe button, like this video, check out other videos, and yes, join in on the conversation. That's the most important part. So Chivido is back, and if you have no clue what I'm talking about, Chivido is the wedding hashtag of Afrobeat artist David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, and his partner Chioma Rowland. So a little bit about the couple. Davido and his partner Chioma have been together for a couple of years now. They got engaged in 2019 and also had their wedding introduction in 2019. So if you're not familiar with the term wedding introduction, it's a Nigerian wedding thing. Before the main wedding happened, there is a small formal event. Yes, I'll call it a formal event where both families, the family of the bride and the family of the groom, come together to say these two people are getting married and we are formally introducing ourselves. So the family of the bride introduce themselves to the family the family of the groom introduce themselves to the family of the bride. Sometimes the wedding date is finalized and just a little bit talk about wedding preparations. They say we'll be back. Let's say a wedding introduction happens on the 7th of July. They can say, oh, we'll be back in November or December or maybe next year for the bride price, the traditions, whatever the essential requirements are for the union of the couple. But that's just basically what introduction is. So Davido and Chioma got engaged in 2019. They had their wedding introduction in 2019. In March 2023, Davido confirmed during an interview that he and Chioma were married. When I read the articles or saw the video, I was like, okay, maybe they got legally married, but they never confirmed if they had a legal ceremony or anything. He just said they were married. So fast forward to 2024, they had their Nigerian traditional wedding. So Davido is from the Yoruba culture or tribe, and Choma is from Igbo culture. So it was a union of both cultures. I think that was the most popular wedding last year. It happened on the 25th of June. So you know how celebrity weddings are, and it was a Nigerian celebrity wedding. So the fashion was on point. There were musical performances. I think one of my favorite things about that wedding was Chioma Rowland's looks. I think I love her makeup. Her makeup was done by EM Pro. That I think the makeup was great. Her outfits were on point. She wore about three outfits. Yes, there was an outfit by Tobo, there was an outfit by her sister, a couple of outfits here and there, and David also did outfit change. Catching up online, it was a nice affair. And as a wedding enthusiast, all I did was check for trends. What are they doing? Okay. The only thing I can take right now, I can remember right now was yellow was a main addition to that wedding. Choma was from looking at the photos and the videos, Choma looks like a very chilled bride. I was not there in person, but just the impression I got was she was a chilled bride, and it looked like a nice affair. They shut down Lagos. They had multiple venues, wedding venues. Yes, from the Zafaya event planned the event, so there was like a hall A, hall B. It was massive with the celebrity guest list, dignitaries. That happened in 2024. So it's 2025 and another wedding celebration is happening this year. I think this might be the final wedding celebration, but please let me know what you think. Do you think there'll be a kind of couple that will always renew their vows and have like a ceremony year after year? Let me know in the comment section. Please share your thoughts. What you think about that? While promoting his new album, on the Breakfast Club show, Davido mentioned that he moved his family to the US and he and Choma are having another wedding in Miami this August. When I heard the news that another wedding, I was not surprised because if you look at how the Nigerian wedding culture is, should I say structured, multiple wedding celebrations are enough. You see people have courts or registry weddings. You see people have the Nigerian traditional wedding. You see other small pre-wedding activities or post-wedding activities. Then you see the white wedding. So Nigerians have multiple wedding celebrations. So I was not surprised that having a wedding in Miami was the only thing that surprised me because I thought it would be like a destination weddings because reports came after traditional wedding that they were having a destination wedding in Bahamas, but now we know that that's incorrect. But I actually thought the destination wedding thing was going to happen. So I talked about the wedding news earlier this year, and someone also mentioned she thought the wedding would be in the UAE, but it's not happening in the UAE. It's in Miami. So I'll say venue location was the only thing that surprised me. Wedding planning is currently going on, and I've seen a couple of videos here and there. Chioma and Davido's sister in wedding planning mode and all that. So let's get to the predictions. What do you think this wedding will be like? Like I mentioned earlier on, I think the biggest shock for me will be if this is an unplugged ceremony. So security is tight, no phones. We don't see Davido's outfit. We don't see Choma's outfit. We see nothing. Let me know what you think. Do you think Davido will have an unplugged ceremony? Let me know in the comment section. If I were to describe this wedding, I would say this will be a glamorous wedding style. Because if you're looking at Davido and Choma's brand, or should I say style, it's bold, it's luxurious, unapologetically and how I describe it. And his aesthetics flashy. I think we can use flashy for aesthetics. David is associated, and I think Choma I think Choma is just a little bit laid back, but you see it too in her fashion style. It's There are custom jewelries, diamond, gold. You see them on private jets, wearing high-end designer outfits. So I think this will play more in the white wedding ceremony. Yes, we did see a couple in the wedding last year, 2024 wedding, from their outfits and everything. But I think this wedding, we will see more of this couple, their personal style in the 20, because you know with Nigerian traditional weddings, other people are involved, parents are involved. But with white weddings, we get to see a little bit more about the couple. So it's going to be a glamorous affair. I do think it will be a multi-day event. So they'll definitely be expecting guests from Nigeria. So it's not going to be a one-day affair. So location is already confirmed, Miami. So Miami weddings are known to be bold, vibrant, luxurious. Like I said earlier on, I think it will be like a glamorous wedding. And that I think Miami weddings fall under categories. So if you're looking at Miami weddings, their venue choices, their popular venues are usually beachfront locations, urban spaces, yacht parties. Yes, let me say this. I think they'll have a yacht party. Yeah, there'll be a party on a boat or something. Write this down and please come back to this video if the prediction is true. I think there'll be a party on a boat. So it could be a wedding after party. It could be a welcome party for their guests, but I think there'll be a boat party. Yes, that's one prediction. So, like I said, Miami weddings are known to be glamorous, and Davido's style and Choma's style fit perfectly into it. Well, let me know what you think. How do you think what do you think a wedding theme would be? Let me know in the comment section. For colors, for wedding color, I'm predicting gold, yellow, silver. Yes, bling colors. It's a glamorous wedding, so I'm predicting bling colors. For their Nigerian wedding last year, yellow and gold were key colors, like were major colors in their fashion, even for their guests. Ashwebi, yellow was one common color. So I'll not be surprised to see yellow in this Miami wedding. One important aspect of a wedding is the fashion. We did see the fashion last year, but what do you think will happen this year? For Davido, I think we'll definitely see him in a white tux. Yeah, that's my prediction. I think we might see Davido in a white tux. Yes. I think when his brother got married a couple of years back, I think 2019 or 2020, the brother wore a white tux, but I think I'm expecting to see Davido in a tux, and I think he will not go for black. I think he will go for white. White's the color I see him in. But what kind of tux or suits do you think Davido will wear? Let me know in the comment section. I also think for Davido there will be multiple outfit change. So we may see. I'll not be surprised to see like a streetwear style for after party and all that. But for the May vow ceremony, I'm expecting a tux, but a couple of other outfit change also. For Chioma Rowland, I'm making a full video, so subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. I'm making a full video to talk about what I think her wardrobe would be. I have a list of designs I think she might wear. So subscribe so you don't miss that video. That video will be uploaded after this one. But what do you think? Let me know. What do you think Chioma will wear? Any designers on your mind? I have a list and I'll be sharing that in my next video. So subscribe. And trying to watch out for this wedding. There'll definitely be a couple of things. I'm expecting to see a grand wedding entrance. So a luxury car driving to the wedding venue will not be a surprise. Even a what's it called helicopter entrance will also not be a surprise, but I'm definitely expecting a grand wedding entrance. I'm expecting to see a massive wedding cake. No pressure on the couple. This is just my prediction of based on the fact on what we've seen before from their delicate weddings. For example, when Davido's brother got married a couple of years back, and what we saw for the Nigerian wedding. So I'm definitely going to. I'm expecting a grand wedding entrance, a massive wedding cake. It may be a castle theme cake. It might be this 7 or 8 feet tall or foot tall cakes. I'm not surprised to see that. Multiple outfit changes is something I expect to see. On my list, I also expect to see multiple events. I mentioned that a couple of times in this video. So, welcome party, out pre-wedding party, after party, main event. So, my prediction is going to be a wedding weekend with multiple activities. But let me know what your predictions are. Celebrity performances, definitely. I'll not be surprised if Chris Brown steps into this wedding. I we see Chris Brown performing 1 or 2 hits. Who else? I don't know for the performance. I don't know, but what do you think might perform at this wedding? Let me know in the comment section. For the Nigerian wedding last year, we saw Chike, we saw Olamide, we saw, if I'm not mistaken, Mehdi performed at the wedding. A couple of performances here and there. But for this one, who do you think? I am predicting Chris Brown. Yes, so maybe some American rappers also 1 or 2 there, but let me know who you think might be performing at Davido's wedding. And also, a new song was released before the wedding last year in 2024, the Ogechi song, which Davido did a remix with the original singers of the song. Do you think there'll be a new song for this 2025 wedding, this Miami wedding? I'll not be surprised. Yeah, a song can happen. Another thing that happened last year too was that can still happen in 2025 is a massive gift. I think Chima got a car for a traditional wedding, so I'm not be surprised to see another car, but luxury gifts for guests and for the couple. So Choma giving Davido something and Davido giving Choma like a luxury item. They are lovers of cars. It's something that I've noticed. So I'll not be surprised to see a new custom ride or something. But what are your predictions for Davido and Choma's wedding? Let me know in the comment section. Tell me what you think from their outfits, from the wedding theme, colors. What do you think of designing Choma's dress? What do you think of designing Davido's tux or suit? What colors do you think they'll be wearing? Let me know all your predictions in the comment section below. And I'll see you in my next video speaking about Chama's outfits. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with a friend. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.